There are things that you should never do on YouTube. I mean, picture this. You wake up, it's a beautiful day, then you go to YouTube because you're like, hey, how are my videos doing? And suddenly you check your phone to realize that all of your content that you've ever made, years of hard work, thousands of subscribers, all of your videos, they're completely gone. And the worst part is, you have no idea why this happened without a warning. And I know this sounds like a very far-fetched, out there scenario, but this is happening to thousands of creators right now. Which is why today I'm gonna be revealing 7 critical mistakes that could be destroying your YouTube channel. And the truth is, a lot of YouTube growth channels are going to be ignoring these factors because they're focused more so on things like subscribers or your thumbnails or video editing. But none of that is going to matter if your channel gets banned overnight. Now, before we dive into these critical mistakes, I want to address something about YouTube. Fun fact, every minute, 500 hours of content gets uploaded to YouTube, which is literally insane because nobody could sit down and watch that amount of content. Which brings me to the point that real people cannot be analyzing every single video that gets uploaded to the platform. So instead, YouTube is going to rely on these very powerful automated systems. And these systems are constantly going to be scanning for behaviors such as spam or policy violations. And here's the part that not a lot of creators are going to realize. These systems are aggressive, but they are aggressive on purpose. YouTube would rather accidentally flag something as a policy violation, even if it's not, just to play their card safe. And why exactly is this? Well, YouTube has a really good relationship with their advertisers and their content owners. And this is because YouTube's relationship with their advertisers and their content owners, they are worth billions of dollars. And think of it, let's say a creator is promoting a massive brand, and then this creator slips up, does something controversial, then this blame is going to fall onto YouTube because it's like, why did YouTube allow this? Because then these companies could start filing lawsuits and complaints against YouTube, and it just becomes a whole mess because YouTube's business model could just collapse overnight. So when YouTube systems detect something suspicious, they would rather not investigate right away, they take that content down and investigate later. And unfortunately, if something mistakenly gets taken down that didn't need to be taken down, a creator is going to need to appeal, and this process could take months, if you're lucky enough to even get a human to review your content at all. So with this being said, now that we understand YouTube just a little bit further, let's dive into those 7 different mistakes. The first mistake is going to be hashtags. Now I know all your life on YouTube, you've probably been told you need to use hashtags to go viral. Hashtags are going to save your channel, but this is something that has gotten a little bit twisted recently and might not necessarily be true. According to YouTube's official guidelines, if a video has over 60 hashtags, YouTube will actually ignore the hashtags on that content completely. Not just the excess ones, but every single hashtag that you've placed on your video. And YouTube explicitly says that if you are adding too many hashtags, your video could get taken down. Which, let's think about what this means. You want your videos to get to a lot of people, right? And how do we do this? Hashtags, keywords, let's stuff them in there. But something that is totally twisted is this could make your content invisible. And this is what we call hashtag stuffing, and we want to avoid this. I think when you get started on YouTube, it could be a good idea to use some hashtags here and there just to tell YouTube's algorithm exactly what your content is about. Of course, YouTube gives you the option to add hashtags, so it's not something that you should never do, but overstuffing, that is too much. We want to avoid it. There are so many creators out there that put no hashtags on their videos and they do completely fine. But if you choose to use hashtags, make sure you're using around 6 to 10 very specific keyword related to your audience. The keyword is going to be specific. You don't want things that are going to be so broad that they are meaningless. You want to narrow down exactly what your channel is about. And something that I do when I'm uploading a YouTube video and I don't know which hashtags to use, I go to the videos that are doing well within the topic that I've created a video about, and then I just open Google and I search up tag extractor. There are so many different ones out there. You copy and paste the link of the YouTube video that you're modeling, paste it into its browser, and it'll give you the hashtags that the creator has used. And this is a way to get a good idea of what is working. Mistake number 2 is going to be specifically when you're starting out your YouTube channel, there will be so many people that watch your content that will say, hey, if you subscribe to me, I will subscribe to you. And this happens on every platform out there, whether it be TikTok or Instagram or YouTube. And on the surface, this seems like something that is completely harmless because, hey, this creator is supporting me, I'm going to support them. And the problem here is not going to be intention. It's going to be how YouTube sees this behavior. When YouTube system sees a bunch of people rapidly subscribing to each other's channels, without that increase in watch time and engagement, YouTube is going to mark this as bad, even if the intentions are good. But these people aren't all going to be watching your channel, and chances are you're not going to watch all of their videos if you're not interested. So this exchange can actually hurt your channel and do more harm than good, which is why I want to talk about it and say not to do it. If you have 100 subscribers that don't watch your videos, it is a lot better to have 10 subscribers that actually watch your videos rather than 100 that don't engage in your content at all. Now, if you want to be supporting creators within your niche, you can do it the right way. You can watch their content, share their content, leave genuine comments. But if you're saying subscribe to me and I'll subscribe to you, this exchange can have good intentions, but it can hurt your channel. Now, the next mistake is going to be something that hits a little bit too close to home for me. Now, if some of you know me, I used to have a channel called Kayla's Cash, and it was within the making money online niche. And my brother actually did the same thing. Well, I got inspiration from him, so he did it first. But this is something that I call the making money online trap. And YouTube has started aggressively targeting creators within this niche. And I wouldn't have known about this niche necessarily being quote unquote bad if it weren't for my brother's channel, because my brother's channel had some of the biggest videos within this niche, and then overnight these videos just got taken down. My brother started to receive these warnings on his channel, and first he was like, it's okay, this is fine, I can overcome this. But then those warnings turned into actual strikes, and this is where it gets very scary when you've built your whole life on YouTube. And this is where my brother started to realize that these automated systems on YouTube have gotten rapidly more aggressive. They're not taking things lightly anymore. And as somebody that has a channel within the same niche, my brother made sure to let me know about this, which is why I created my new channel. Now, if you're creating content within this niche, there are many different things that you can do, but one big thing that could help save your content is simply just going on into ChatGPT and creating a custom GPT that understands YouTube's new rules and violations policies. That way, if you're deciding if a title or a thumbnail or if your script is any good, and if you're worried about it getting taken down on YouTube, you can run it by your ChatGPT and it'll tell you, hey, it violates this, this, and this, or it can say, hey, you're all set. This can help you catch any potential problems before you upload. Now, this doesn't just go for the making money online niche, it goes for everything. Next, let's talk about a problem that is getting bigger and bigger, which is going to be AI. And let's be honest, half of that content that gets uploaded to YouTube per minute is AI slop. Of course, it's not a real statistic, but I see so much of it now. And this is going to be low effort, mass produced content that is completely generated by AI. And it is so unfair to the real creators that are putting their hearts into their content. Now, there's nothing wrong with hopping onto ChatGPT to help you create a script. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with that. It can set you in the right direction, but you don't want to be relying on it fully. You need to be adding genuine value to whatever information you are gathering. And the biggest mistake that creators use here is just copying a script from ChatGPT completely and just reading off of it, or even using an AI voiceover so you don't have to read off of it. And this is not building a genuine connection to your audience. You're not adding value, you're just using AI. And this is where we're all losing our creativity. If you're using AI to create content, first of all, make sure you're fact checking. AI is not always correct. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you've seen these types of videos, but so many people just go into Reddit and steal stories and then do an AI voiceover and tell these stories. It is not genuine. It is not coming from somebody. I mean, sure, somebody might have wrote this, but you're not adding any value here. We want to avoid that. Next up, let's talk about something that could get your channel terminated just as fast as anything else that we've talked about, which is going to be copyright violations. This is just an amazing way if you want your channel to get taken down. Now, when you're coming up with video ideas, something that you could do, and a lot of other creators do this, is they replicate viral videos. And when this is done correctly, you can be very successful within your niche. But when this is done not so correctly, your channel could get taken down. But here's the difference of doing something correctly and doing something incorrectly. A lot of creators are going to confuse inspired by with copied from. And I've literally seen creators download somebody else's videos and slightly edit them and then re-upload it to their channel. But it is the exact same sequence of clips. Maybe they've just added a different voiceover and a little bit of a different editing style. This is copying, and this is not what we call viral replication. This is copyright infringement, and YouTube is going to catch on to you. And YouTube systems get more and more advanced every day, so these things aren't going to be slipping. True viral replication is only going to work if you are watching other people's videos within your niche, let's say, and you're studying these successful videos. You see what these creators are doing right. You see where these creators have gaps, where their viewers need more information. And then you take this general idea and you're creating your own original content. It is for the same audience, but you have your unique perspective. And if you choose to use clips from other creators, make sure you understand fair use rules. This means if you're adding somebody else's clip into your video, or maybe it's even a clip from a movie, you are adding commentary and you're adding your own value. You're not just screen recording somebody else's video and uploading it as your own. However, I do want to be honest with you guys, even if you are following every fair use rule perfectly to a T, you can still face copyright issues. And that is why many successful creators are just more so moving towards stock videos because they know this won't be an issue for them. Next up, this year, let's make sure to stay away from scams. And these scams, let me tell you, they can become very, very sneaky. For example, somebody can claim that they want to sponsor your channel. They'll give you money if you give them a shout out. Simple, easy enough. This happens all the time, brand deals. And then they send you a document, you open this document, and you realize something is wrong. And just like that, all of your account data on YouTube can be stolen. And then people can just hack into your account and post whatever they'd like because they want to make money from your platform. Now, in order to just avoid this disaster overall, never open documents on your computer from unsolicited sponsors. Legitimate sponsors can always send you information through Google Docs or other secure sharing platforms. It does not need to be some PDF file that turned out to actually not be a PDF file, because there's just no need to download files in order to review a sponsorship opportunity. And I know this because this is something that my brother had talked about, and it is so scary. I mean, you're so lucky when you get to the chance of getting sponsorships, you get so excited, and then it's literally just evil because you're getting scammed. Next up, let's move on to our 7th mistake, which is something that creators don't really think about until it's too late, which is going to be your channel security. And this one kind of goes along with what I was just talking about, because as your channel grows, a lot of people will have a malicious intent toward your channel because it becomes more of a target for scammers or hackers or people that just want to overall take down your channel for no reason at all. And once somebody gains access to your channel, they can do permanent damage that you're not able to get back. Now, one of the biggest security mistakes that I see is people using the same email account for their channel management that they use for publicly visible business inquiries. So let's say you have an Instagram account and you're promoting your YouTube channel, but you want people to be able to reach out to you for sponsorships, let's say, and you use the same exact email that you use for your channel management. This is a big no, because if somebody's able to hack into this email address, they get into your YouTube channel and they're able to do anything that they want to your channel. And these types of things can be irreversible. So what is very crucial here is creating a separate email account for businesses to reach out to you with. That way your YouTube account, it's private, it's its own separate thing. Also, this one sounds silly, but make sure you're using a strong password for your YouTube channel. There are even password managers out there that can help you with this, such as Bitwarden, which can create complex passwords for you but also store them securely. And never reuse multiple passwords across multiple channels. So at this point, you might be thinking, okay, all of this sounds very intense and intimidating. YouTube can just take down my channel at any given second. But that's not the case at all. YouTube really wants its creators to succeed, and the key to long-term success on YouTube isn't finding loopholes or hacks. It's more so about just understanding the platform itself. Now, at this point, you are going to have two different choices. You can do your YouTube channel with trial and error, you can do whatever you'd like, or you can learn from somebody that has been growing YouTube channels for over 10 years now, which is going to be my brother Matt, and he's also helped other people grow their channels as well. He has a course on this, and if you're interested in it, make sure to check out the link in my description, or you can check out this video right here for a free training on this. Now, always remember, you have a friend in the YouTube game. We've got this, we've got each other's backs. It's the year of growth.